Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends. Welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Friday, July the 5th, 2024. Got a happy birthday. Shout outs going out to Derrick Ruark and Marcy Hammerle. So, without further ado, I think that's Hammerle. 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 Derrick Ruark. Derrick Ruark and Marcy Hammerle. Without further ado, hey Marcy, hey Derrick, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another year gone away. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Said, hey Derrick, hey Marcy, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Wow, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Did you? It's your happy birthday day today. Happy birthday to the two of you and many, many blessed birthdays ahead. All right. How about them Shin Show fans? That's right, we got them. We got Savann Murphy Beason and Donna Garrison, Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley, Ashley Carter Adams, and Rico Murphy. Howdy do, fans. Super duper fan appreciation day. Y'all jumped in just on the right day, that's for sure. Alrighty then. That's got it for the Shin Show shout outs. We're going to go ahead and jump on into the weather forecast. The weather forecast today is brought to you by Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet. Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet is located at 416 South 5th Street here in St. Charles, Missouri. Yeah, not only are they a thrift store, but they're also a diner. So come on in, get you some good eats and some great deals. Oh, I'll tell you what, the whole second floor there is all $5 a garbage bag. That's right. It's going to stick out that way for some time till further notice. Because, well, Bev, she's wanting to change it all out so she can change out the whole store stock and put in more and more. She's always got more and more. So check it out. Speaking of that, though, she does have. Da, 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 da. She had something else she was looking for. Yeah, they are in need of little girls' clothes sizes 3T to 5 and boys sizes 6, 7, 8, and 9. And shoes, lots of shoes, because they're always helping out the foster care kids. So remember that. And all the time, it's a wonderful, wonderful helping hands thrift store miracle. Just remember that every time you buy at Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet over on 416 South 5th Street, you're creating a miracle. Alrighty. There we go. Had some caught in the craw, so we figured we better get her out of there before we get into the weather, okay? There we go. All right, that's creeped on up to 89 degrees today. It's crawled itself back down to 83 right now, or 87 maybe. Still pretty nice out there, I'll tell you this much. Been a nice day all the way around. Partly cloudy skies for the remainder of the day and into the night. Low temperatures of 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds going to be out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, Saturday, July the 6th, plentiful sunshine with high temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be out of the west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be kind of light and variable, south to southeast at about 5 miles per hour. Sunday, July the 7th, we're going to have mostly sunny skies with high temperatures around 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies early will give way to an occasional shower later on during the night. Low temperatures are going to be near 70 degrees Fahrenheit with south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 40% chance of precipitation dropping on your head. Monday, July the 8th, rain showers early with overcast skies later in the day. High temperatures of 87 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 40%. Overcast skies with rain showers at times overnight. Low temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, about a 50% chance of rain. Tuesday, July the 9th. Cloudy with showers. High temperatures of 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 50%. Partly cloudy skies overnight. Low temperatures of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be right out of north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Wednesday, December the 10th, final fifth day of our 5-day forecast. Sunshine and clouds mixed together. High temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Yep, a few clouds from time to time overnight. Low temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Hey, we see somebody is tuned in for the weather. Now they got it, and they're out, which is a good thing. Hey, let me tell you, that is a suggested forecast because I was fooled just like everybody else yesterday. Well, there wasn't a rain cloud in the sky. The temperatures were mild. It's a wonderful, wonderful day for a 4th of July outing. And it just, the winds were not blowing like crazy, like the weather, all the weather people said they were going to do. So glad you could tune in there and catch your weather forecast. So that's all suggested weather forecasting, okay? See, I go by the Weather Channel is who I use. So, yeah, the Weather Channel is who I use for my weather forecast. So, blame them, not me. All righty then. Well, let's see. What are we going to do? Heard a song this morning. Made me think of the people. I think it was Leonard Skinner. Song lyrics, Leonard Skinner. Mm-hmm. We'll just sing. We'll just sing. Well, this one wasn't it, but we're going to do it. Culver's Restaurant. Yep, that's right. Enter win. You could win 40,000 delicious dollars and prizes and coupons. So get yourself entered at Culver's Restaurant. All right. Whoops. What happened there? We lost Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinner lyrics. All right, we'll try this again. Got this jumpy leg syndrome that's causing me to have all kinds of fits. So we'll try this one. Well, I was cutting the rug. Get down in the place called the Jug. Ran a girl named Linda. I went and walked a man with a gun in his hand, and he was looking for you know who. Well, he said, "Hey there, fella with the hair colored yellow. What you trying to prove? 'Cause that's my woman there. I'm a man who cares, and this might be all for you." Well, I said, "Excuse me." I was scared and fearing for my life. I was shaking like a leaf on a tree, 'cause he was lean and mean, big and bad, Lord, pointing that gun at me. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, mister. I didn't even kiss her. I don't want no trouble with you. And I know you don't know me, but I wish you'd just let me ask you a favor from you." I said, "I want you to give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, give me 3 steps towards the door." I said, "Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no more for sure." Well, the crowd cleared away, and I began to pray, and the water fell on the floor. And I'm a telling you, son, well, it ain't no fun staring straight down a 44. Well, he turned his and screamed at Linda Lou, and that's the brakes I was looking for. And as you could hear me screaming all the way as I was headed out towards the door, I said, "Oh, won't you give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, give me 3 steps towards the door. Oh, give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no more. Show me the back door." I said, "Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, give me 3 steps towards the door." I said, "Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no more." I said, there you go. We'll try that one. Yeah, buddy. Do, 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 do. Trying to figure out whether I know this song or not. No, I don't. Not well. I know it, but not well enough to sing it. Do, 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 do. We'll check out this one. See if I know it well enough. I don't know that one either. Not big on Fender Skinner, apparently. Do, 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 do. Looking, I'm looking, and I'm searching. Do, 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 do. I think I might know this one. No, I don't know any of these. I'm going to jump off of Leonard Skinner. Well, we tried. We down a one, down a two, down 3 steps towards the door. All right, well, let's try something else. Um, Song lyrics, The Grateful Dead. Believe it or not, I just listened to a few of their songs not long ago, and I was like highly surprised that I knew their songs. And not only that, I kind of liked them. I don't know, maybe I don't know any of them. I'm looking for something. Do 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 do. I'm looking for something that I thought I knew. Something for something that they had true. Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go stand on a bar. Song lyrics 12th Street and Vine. Song lyrics Kansas City, 12th Street and Vine. Song lyrics 12th Street and Vine. Well, song lyrics I'm going to Kansas City. Can't find my favorite. Uh, music people. Maybe. Nope, I'm just not finding it. I'm all about A to Z music because they've got the best. But I'm not finding it anywhere. Well, we'll try this one. Oh, no, I don't want to sign up for that. We'll try this one. Woke up this morning feeling bad and thought about the good thing times I once had. I'm going to move to Kansas City. I'm going to move to Kansas City, and I'm going to move, baby, honey, where they don't know you. Oh, my mother told me, and my daddy told me to. Everybody gains in your face. Son ain't no friend to you. You ought to move to Kansas City. You ought to move to Kansas City. You ought to move to Kansas City, baby. Honey, where they don't load you. I got me a building shepherd and two greyhounds, two high olives, three blacks, and one brown. We're gonna move to Kansas City. We're gonna move to Kansas City. We're gonna move, baby, honey, where they don't blow you down. It takes a rocking chair to rock a rubber ball to roll. I said, nice, looking teasing brown to satisfy my soul. And then I'll move to Kansas City. And then I'll move to Kansas City. Gonna move to Kansas City, baby, honey, where they don't low you down. That's not the Kansas City that I was looking for. I said it's not the Kansas City that I was looking for. Oh, Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. I'll be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of Kansas City wine. I said I'm going to, I might take a drink or I might take a plane. But all the while I'm going to Kansas City just the same. I'm going to Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there. I'm gonna get me one. Now, if I stay with that woman, I know I'm gonna die. Gotta find a brand new baby. And that's the reason why I'm going to Kansas City, baby. Oh, Kansas City, here I come. I said to Kansas City, oh, Kansas City, here I come. I got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I said, Kansas City, oh, Kansas City, here I come. I said, hey, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. I got some crazy that I'm going to get me one. What's new? Oh, what's new with you? I said, oh, what's new? What's new with you? I'm going to Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City to get me some blues. Let's see. Song lyrics, St. Louis Blues. We'll see if we can't pull this one off. It's a been a while ago. I hate to see the evening sun go down. I hate to see the evening sun go down. It makes me think I'm on my last go around. Feeling tomorrow, I like I feel today. So feeling tomorrow like I feel today. I'll pick up my grip and make my getaway. St. Louis woman, all with her diamond rings. I pull that man around by her apron strings. I wasn't for powder and the store-bought hair. Well, I don't think I'd even try to care. I said, oh, I hate to see the evening sun go down. Oh, yes, I said, I hate to see that evening sun go down. It makes me think I'm on my last go round. I feel in tomorrow, I like I feel today. I said I'm feeling tomorrow, I like I feel today. I'll back up my grip and make my getaway. St. Louis woman with her diamond rings. Pull that man around by her apron strings. I wasn't for powder and store-bought hair. The man I love won't go nowhere. I got a damn St. Louis blues. I just as blue as I can be. She got a heart like a rock cast into the sea, or else she wouldn't have gone so far from me. Oh, or at least she wouldn't have gone so far from me. Well, let's see what their birds have to say. Song lyrics, Rockin' Robin. I said, twiddly-dee, twiddly-dee-dee, twiddly-dee, twiddly-dee-dee, twiddly-dee, twiddly-dee-dee, twiddly-dee, twiddly, tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh, well, he rocks on the treetops all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird's tree love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. I said a rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. A rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. A blow a rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee, tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee. Well, every little swallow and every chickadee, every little bird on the tall oak tree. Oh, the wise old owl and the big black crow are flipping their wings to the sing and go, bird, go. I said a rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. A rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweedly-dee-dee, whoa, whoa, blow, rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee. Now I said, a pretty little raven at the bird bandstand taught, taught him how to do the bop. It was grand, and they started going steady, and bless my soul, he up popped the buzzard, an Oreo. I said he rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and bopping and singing his song. And all the little birds on Jaybird's tree, they love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Said a rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. A rockin' robin, tweet, tweedly dee dee. The blow a rockin' robin goes, we're gonna rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, tweedly dee dee, tweet, tweet. Tweedledee-dee. Well, the pretty little raven at the bird bandstand taught him how to bop, and it was grand. And they started going steady, and bless him also, he popped out the buzzard, Oreo. I said he rocks in the treetops all the day long, a hopping and a bopping and singing his song. I said all the birds on Jaybird's tree, they love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. I said a rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee, tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee, rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee, well, the blue rockin' robin goes, we're gonna really rock tonight. Tweet, tweet, tweedly-dee-dee, tweet, tweet. Well, let's try this. Ooh, ee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. Ooh wee, da wee do wee da, sewing away. A wee ha da wee, a wee ha a wee, a wee, a sweet away. But in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh we. Yeah, I can't do it, folks. I'm sorry. That's just going to kill us all with that there off note. Uh, let's find something else. Something else. Something else. We'll go back the page and we'll see. Dream, 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 dream. If I love you, or would you love me too? Song lyrics, Buddy Holly. Song lyrics by Buddy Holly. We'll try that one. Now then, we got some A to Z lyrics, boy. I tell you what, I surely do. Surely do appreciate that A to Z lyrics. Do-do-do-do-do. We'll do this one first, and then we'll try to do another one. Maybe we'll do it. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you'd know I feel so blue without Peggy. My Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. Ah, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy Sue. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. Ah, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue. I said, Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue. Oh, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy Sue, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, and I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love that's so rare and true. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. I love you, Peggy Sue. I said, Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue. A pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, my Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue. Oh, with love that's so rare and true. Oh, my Peggy Sue. Oh, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. And I want you, Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal. And I want you, Peggy Sue. All right. Wasn't the one I was looking for, but hey. Do, 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 do. Da 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 do 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 do. Where is it at? I'm still looking for it. I don't even remember the name of it now. But when I see it, I'll know it. I'm looking. I'm looking. Uh, there's got to be. Do, 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 do. We'll try this one. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, I'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. It's not funny, honey. You don't care. Hey, you never listen. to my prayer. Maybe, baby, you will love me someday. Oh, well, you are that one that makes me glad, and another one that makes me sad. And when someday you want me, well, I'll be there. Wait and see. I said, maybe, baby, I'll have you. Or maybe, baby, you'll be true. Or maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. Da 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 da. Ah, well, you're that one that makes me glad, and another one that makes me sad. Well, someday you'll want me, and I'll be there. Just wait and see. Said maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. Okay, well, that wasn't the one I was still looking for, but hey, it'll do in a pinch. Do 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 do. I think I'm near the end of the list and I'm not finding it. Nope, didn't find it. Well, I guess I won't sing it then. If you can't find it, you can't sing it. Hmm. Song lyrics, My Friend the Witch Doctor. Well, I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, oh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting tang, oh, walla bing bang. Oh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting tang, oh, walla bing bang. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said that ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ting tang walla bing bang. Said ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ting tang walla bing bang. Well, you've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart. Well, my friend, the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. Well, my friend, the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. And I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, oh, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, oh, walla, bing, bang. Now you've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found me a guy that's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend, witch doctor, he taught me what to say. I said, my friend, witch doctor, he taught me what to do. And I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla, bing, bang. Said ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ee ooh ting tang walla bing bang. Come on in ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ee ooh ting tang walla bing bang ooh ee ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ee ooh ting tang. Okay, there you have it. Um, something I got long lost love and where know what? I'm going to see about something. Paste that. Wake up. Paste that. Go to sleep. Yeah, well, I just sent somebody an invite, but we're not. We haven't just started going live. We have been live for about 45 minutes or so. But anyway, I sent them an invite that says that we're just starting the show, but that doesn't mean nothing. They can still bounce in and chip in and chat and maybe throw me a line that says, "Hey, this is where it's at. It's the Shen Show live." All right, here I am, and here we be. Another person out of tea. Let's try to find us another song. Um, with when the wind blows. Uh, uh, yeah. How about that? Song lyrics: When the willows. That wasn't right. Um, Song lyrics: When the swallows come back to Capistrano. There. When the swallows come back to Capistrano. Now that's the day you promised to come back to me. When you whispered farewell in Capistrano. 'Twas the day the swallows flew out to sea. All the mission bells will ring. The chapel choir will sing. The happiness you'll bring will live in my memory of when the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day I pray you'll come back to me. All the mission bells will ring, the chapel choirs will sing, the happiness you'll bring will live in my memory when the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day I pray you'll come back to me. All right, that wasn't really the song I was looking for. Um, it was something else, but you never can tell. You never ever can tell. Uh, what else is there? There's another song out there that I've been wanting to sing, and I'm going to sing it, but I can't think of it. How's about um, what's the name of that song? Hello, darkness, my song lyrics: The sounds of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping, a life it seemed while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain, it still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Beneath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. And when my eyes were stabbed by the light of a flashing neon sign that split the night, oh, and touched the sounds of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the silence of silence. Fool said, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Here's my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like the silent raindrops, fell, and they echo in the wells of silence. And the people bowed to them prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And then the sign said, the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence. And whispered in the sounds of silence. Okay, that wasn't one of the songs I wanted to sing either, but hey, it was filler. Still trying to find this song. Can't think of what it is. Well, I don't know what it is. Somebody jump on it. Tell me what's the song I'm trying to sing. Okay. All right. Rico, you know, you heard me singing it this morning. Well, maybe. Maybe it was Beverly last night. I don't know. But I was singing in the. All right. Well, hey, it looks like it's about that time. Time for story time with TV Grandpa. So, kiddos, it's about that time to jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head, because TV Grandpa is about to. Um, whoa, what's this? Okay. Since when is that? So, I don't know. Something new. Well, it's free bedtime stories. All right, we're just going to try different ones. We'll go with this bedtime stories. Yeah, we'll do it. It's not a brand new thing. It's fairy tales and whatnot for the kids. Uh, Rico Murphy, he say I should write a book. I write a book about things that I know and things that I don't know. Things that just make me look really intelligent. Only I don't know the whole story. How about this one? We're going to go ahead and read about Aladdin and the magic lamp. Curses foiled again. Aladdin and the magic lamp. It's a bedtime story for kids. Okay, kiddos, here we go. TV Grandpa ready to lull you off to sleep with another bedtime relaxing treat. Once upon a time, a young man's father died. Aladdin as that was the young man's name, took his father's place in running the family store with his mother. Well, one day a stranger walked into the store. "I am your uncle," said the stranger to Aladdin. "I have come to see you." "My father never spoke of a brother," said Aladdin, and Aladdin's mother turned around. My husband has no brother," she said to the stranger, narrowing her eyes. "Why, I assure you that it is true," said the stranger. "Years ago, your husband and I agreed that if something should happen to him, since I have been very fortunate in my life, I would help to bring the same good fortune to your family." Well, the mother was interested. "What do you have in mind?" she said. "Well, I know if of a secret place that holds many riches," said the stranger. "I will take your son there with the wealth that he will find. You and he will be set for life." And so the mother agreed, and the old man uh, and the boy traveled for days throughout the desert, and at last they came to a cave. "You should know that I learned a bit of magic in my life," said the old man to Aladdin. "Do not be surprised by anything you might see." When they stepped inside the cave, and it was pitch black. The old man shook open his fist, and a ball of light suddenly appeared, brightening the cave. Under the light, with one long finger, the uncle drew on the ground the shape of a circle, and he pulled from his pocket some red dust, and he threw it over the circle. He recited magic words, and the earth trembled, and the circle on the cave floor cracked wide open, and up through the cracks rose a giant white quartz crystal. It hovered in the air. "Don't be alarmed," said the magician. "What we want is under that crystal." So he chanted a few more magic words, and the giant crystal moved to the side and landed, and Aladdin peered into the hole in the circle, and the first few steps led into a deep abyss. "Fear nothing," said the magician to Aladdin. "You must go down these steps. At the bottom of the steps, you will see a long hallway. Follow the hallway to a garden of fruit trees. Touch nothing. Go on, and you will see a large flat stone. And on top of that stone is an oil lamp that is lit. Pour out the oil and bring the lamp to me. Now go." Aladdin stepped with care down the stairs, and just as the old man had said, at the foot was a long hallway that led to a garden of fruit trees. The trees were marvelous to behold, with fruit that sparkled and shone, and he could not help but reach out and touch just one. And then, too late, he remembered what his uncle had said, but nothing trembled or terrible had happened. And so he figured his might as well put the fine jewel fruit in his vest pocket. Well, the next thing you know, he was plucking one more, and then yet another jewel fruit, until his pockets were filled. Aladdin came to a large flat stone, and on it was an oil lamp, lit as the old man had said. Well, he poured out the oil and took the empty lamp back to the opening of the cave. Aladdin called out, "Here I come, uncle." And the magician called out in a greedy hurry, "Get me the lamp, quickly." "And just as soon as I am up," said Aladdin, wondering why the magician seemed in such a hurry. "Hand over the lamp now," cried the old man, reaching down his hand. For you see, the only way the lamp could come out of the cave was as a gift from one person to another. Well, the magician knew this, and that is why he wanted to get the lamp from the boy as soon as he could. And then he would kill the boy. And Aladdin felt a chill in the air. Something was wrong. Somehow he knew that he must not give up the lamp. Lift me up first, said Aladdin, and then I will give you the lamp. Well, the magician was furious. He fell into a rage and he barked out magic words, and the giant white quartz crystal rose up, hovered over the hole, and it landed, and all was dark, and Aladdin was trapped. For 2 days, Aladdin desired, or he despaired. And why didn't I just hand over this oil lamp? Who cares about it anyway? Whatever might have come of it, it couldn't have been worse than this. What was worse? What was I thinking? Now, rubbing the lamp, he moaned, "Oh, I wish I could get out of here." And at once, a huge genie arose into the air. "Master," boomed the genie, "is this your first wish? To get out of this cage? 3 wishes are yours to command." Well, Aladdin's mouth fell wide open. Amazed, he mumbled, Yes, of course." And as soon there's more than anything he wanted to get out of the cave and go home. Well, the very next moment, Aladdin was outside his home and still holding the lamp, and with all the jewel fruits that still filled his pockets. Now his mother could not believe what her son told her. "You telling me that this is a magic lamp?" She laughed. And then, "Oh, that old thing." And she took the lamp, grabbed a rag, and started to clean it. "If there were really a genie in this old lamp, I would say to it, 'Genie, make a feast for my son and me, and serve it on plates of gold.'" Well, you can imagine the mother's surprise, for the genie arose out of the lamp and said in a booming voice, "Master, your wish is my command." And at once a feast fit for a king weighed down her kitchen table on plates of glimmering gold. Mother and son enjoyed the feast like no other, and the mother and sold the gold plates and bought and washed. Sorry. And the mother washed and sold the gold plates and bought necessary things to live. And from then on, Aladdin and his mother lived well. And one day, Aladdin thought to himself, "Why think small? With all the jeweled fruits I have, I could marry the princess herself and become the prince of this land." But his mother laughed. "You can't just go to a palace with some fine gifts and expect to marry a princess." But Aladdin wrapped some of the jeweled fruits in silk cloth and went off to the palace anyway. Well, the guards stopped Aladdin. He insisted he very valuable, had something very valuable for the Sultan, and so they let him in. "Now," said the Sultan, "what have you brought me that you say is so valuable?" Aladdin showed the Sultan the jewel fruit. But the Sultan was impressed. "If you are as worthy as my daughter, as you say, you must bring me 40 golden trays of the same gems, carried in by servants." Well, Aladdin went home and he told his mother of the Sultan's demand. "It's no problem," she said. "I'll still have 2 more wishes, and I will call for the genie." So she rubbed the lamp and made her second wish. Before long, Aladdin was again at the steep steps of the Sultan's palace, this time with 40 golden trays of jeweled fruits carried in by many servants. The Sultan was pleased, but you cannot think that this is enough to win the hand of my daughter, he said. To truly win my favor, you must build a golden palace for my daughter and you to live in. And so Aladdin brought back the news to his mother. So far, for her third wish, the mother asked the genie to create a golden palace. And the next morning, right outside the Sultan's bedroom, appeared a golden uh, palace, huge in size, gleaming in the sun. Meanwhile, back at Aladdin's home, his mother said, "It is time for you to go, my son, to meet your princess." And her wishes spent, she gave him the lamp. Well, the next morning, the Sultan called for his daughter. "Look at this palace," he said, pointing out the window. "This is the husband for you." The next morning, the Sultan called for his daughter. Because of this palace, said his daughter, "Have you even met this man?" "Why bother?" said the Sultan. "He can make a golden palace appear overnight. He's even more powerful than my royal advisor, the Vizier." "Why is he being powerful? All that matters," said the princess. "Yesterday, your advisor was most powerful man in the kingdom, and I was to marry him. Today, the stranger is the most powerful man, and am supposed to marry him. Why do you think it matters to me who is most powerful?" Got to get a sip of the cider, a nip of the nectar, a little H2O. "Because I am your father, the Sultan of the land," he roared, "and I say you will marry him." Well, the princess threw up her arms in despair. "It's no use." In her dressing room, the princess groaned to Nadia, her lady in waiting, and she said, "My father is determined to marry me off, no matter what, to one powerful man or another. He hardly cares who he is." "But, madam," said Nadia, "isn't this wonderful new stranger an excellent match?" The princess looked at her lady in waiting. "You don't know how lucky you are," she said. "I would rather live your life than be handed off in this way." And I would rather live yours," said Nadia, while the two of them started to hatch a plan, because each of them other for a couple of moments. And they were about the same height and had about the same color hair, with all the scarves that maidens was like them to wear. And they were about, so let's do it, they said together. So the two of them changed clothes. At that very moment, Aladdin was riding to the Sultan's palace on a white horse, ready to meet his bride. The Sultan warmly greeted him. "Stay here in my palace until the preparations for your wedding are complete," he said. And As tradition held, Aladdin could not meet the princess until their wedding day. He caught a glimpse of Nadia from a distance, covered in scarves, thinking that she was the true princess. Aladdin, the Sultan, and everyone else in the palace waited with growing excellent excitement for the wedding day, except for one, the uncle magician who had left Aladdin trapped in the cave was also the Sultan's vizier. Now, in court, he recognized Aladdin at once, and he knew that there could only be one reason the young man could present all this magic to the Sultan. Aladdin must have somehow escaped from the cave with the lamp. I will get my revenge, swore the vizier. If anyone is to have that lamp, it's me. And by his magic, he could tell where Aladdin had hidden the lamp. And when Aladdin was sleeping, the vizier crept in and he stole it. In a quiet place, the vizier made his first wish. Genie, do as I say. I want you to take Aladdin's palace to a faraway place in the desert that no one can find. What the vizier did not know was at that very moment, Nadia was inside Aladdin's palace, exploring it. And there is something else the vizier did not know. The genie thought the vizier had commanded to be taken far away too, along with the palace. And so the genie set the vizier in the golden palace and Nadia all together to a far away desert. Now, the next morning, the Sultan awoke and saw nothing outside his bedroom window where Aladdin's palace had stood the day before. And the next moment, his servants rushed in, announcing that the princess was gone. Furious, he called for Aladdin. What have you done? The father yelled in rage. Because of your magic tricks, I have lost my daughter. You must bring her back to me in 3 days, or it will cost you your head. Well, Aladdin thought he would simply use his second wish, and the genie would bring back the princess and the castle too. But he looked everywhere for his magic lamp. It was gone. In despair, Aladdin could do nothing but uh, to ride away from the Sultan's palace on the white horse he had rode in on. Sadly, he rode from town to town, but no one knew anything about a palace that had suddenly appeared overnight. You may wonder where the true princess all the time had been, dressed as a servant girl, while she had crept out of the palace the very day that she switched clothes with Nadia. Down to the marketplace she went, and there she met an aged merchant. Well, the old merchant told her he was tired from riding so many years from town to town, selling his potions and perfumes. He had many customers along the way who expected him, but he yearned to rest. While the princess was undressed humbly, and yet she carried herself like royalty. She gained the confidence of the old merchant, and when she offered to ride his camel train in his place and share what she earned with him, he was delighted. And this is how our princess found herself up clopping through the desert, selling potions and perfumes from town to town. Well, back to Aladdin. 2 days passed, and he was no closer to finding his lost palace. Crouched in front of his tent, he held his head in his hands. Well, why the sad face? The princess riding by stopped her camel train. Perhaps a potion will make you feel better. No, thank you, said Aladdin. The only thing that could help me is if I could bring back a princess who is missing and find my palace that was lost overnight. My goodness, said the princess, though Aladdin saw her only as a potion merchant. How did it all of this come about? Aladdin described the golden palace and that vanished along with the princess inside, and that he had but one day left to bring them back home or lose his life. Oh, this is an impossible task. The true princess knew it must not be she who was inside the palace, but the pretend princess. Do not despair, said the true princess. In my travels, I heard of a golden palace in the desert that suddenly appeared out of nowhere. You did? Said Aladdin, looking up. Where? I can take you there if you like, if we leave now, and we could get there by morning. I am grateful, said Aladdin. He had left all the jeweled fruits with his mother except one. This he offered to the camel rider as payment. Oh, keep it, she said with a wave of her hand. It's no trouble bringing your horse to ride alongside my camel. While riding through the night, the two of them spoke of many things. And Aladdin marveled at the young lady's easy manner and generous spirit. He somehow knew that she could be trusted, and before long he had told her the rest of his story and how he discovered the magic lamp in the cave in the first place, and how he used his wishes to impress the Sultan so that he could marry the princess, and how the lamp was later stolen from him. What makes you think the princess would have wanted to marry you? Said the true princess. Well, said Aladdin, me musing. I never thought of that. Well, this and other matters of the heart and mind passed between them as the two rode through the night, and as the morning drew or uh, brightened, as the morning's dawn brightened, Aladdin and she were riding in a path between two very tall walls of rock. Rose colored they were, with thin bands of white and blue. Suddenly, the tall rock walls ended, and they arrived at a clearing. Look, said the princess, pointing ahead. Is that it? It is, Aladdin cried with joy, recognizing the palace. I hope the princess is still inside. Then he added, "Th- though even if she is, without my lamp, I couldn't get them both back before the third day." Well, just then, Nadia, who had been carried away along with the palace, as you must know, was looking out the window at the new guests. To her surprise, she recognized the rider on the camel train as none other than her beloved former mistress, and she waved at them both to come to the front door. While the servants let in the guests, Nadia took them to the drawing room, and she shut the door. And she said, Mistress, how glad I am to see you. I am glad to see you too, Nadia. Aladdin was amazed. You know each other? The princess only said to Nadia, Tell me, How did you find being a princess? At first, I loved it. What what's not to love? I liked well enough the fine gowns and all the attention I got. But I got carried away with this palace, and the bazaar is here too. For the last 2 days, he has done nothing but fly about in a rage and smashing things. He terrifies me. He can be scary, said the princess, who knew the bazaar and what he was capable of. There's more, said Nadia. He said with his lamp tomorrow he will return to the Sultan's land, and I will have to marry him. You said with his lamp, Aladdin? And the princess looked at each other. The princess turned to Nadia. Wait a minute, I have a plan. Well, the princess gave Nadia one of the sleeping potions in her stack of merchandise. And she told Nadia that when the Wazir returned that night, that she must pour the sleeping potion into his wine. He would fall into a sleep so deep that he would not be awakened by any noise. And that is what she said did. And when the wicked man was snoring, Nadia, her true princess, the true princess, and Aladdin searched everywhere for the magic lamp. At last they found it, the lamp in his hand again. Aladdin said, now I can make my second wish. I am going to wish for this castle and everyone in it to go back to the Sultan's kingdom, except for the Vizier. Wait, said the true princess, leave me behind too. Aladdin urged her to come with them, but the princess would have none of it. She liked too well the life of freedom that she had as a merchant who traveled from town to town on camel, while Aladdin did not like at all that she would be left behind with the Vizier. But she assured him the Vizier would not awaken for hours, and she would have plenty time to get far away. And so Aladdin rubbed the lamp and stated he wished to the genie. And in a whoosh, Aladdin, the palace, and Nadia were all transplanted back to the very spot where the palace had stood before. Now, the Sultan was delighted to have his daughter back, or you might say, the young woman he believed to be his daughter, covered as she was in scarves. We will hold the wedding in 3 days, the Sultan said to Aladdin. Yet a sadness was growing in Aladdin's heart. Nadia was indeed a nice young woman, but there was something about the woman who rode the camel train, the one who sold perfumes and potions. He could not get out of his mind the sound of her laughter, and her clever mind, and the comfort of her company. And at last he rubbed the lamp. Master, said the genie, this is your third and final wish. Is it mountains of jewels that you want? Power over all the neighboring lands? Or the strength of 100 men? No, none of that, said Aladdin. I wish to take me to the young woman I met, the camel rider, the one who sold perfumes and potions. But, master, this is your last wish, said the genie. You could offer this one woman your heart, and she may not agree. You'll miss your chance to marry the Sultan's daughter and become a prince. I don't care, said Aladdin. I must tell this woman what is in my heart. Whatever comes of it, so be it. And so Aladdin made his third wish, and well, third and last wish, and was whisked to the true princess. He shared his feelings with her. The princess told him her secret, that she was actually a princess and now was happier living as a traveling merchant. Aladdin said he wanted nothing better than to spend the rest of his days with her by his side. Princess or not, they agreed to travel and have adventures together. It was not long before her feelings matched his own, and the two of them decided to marry. Then, such surprising news, Aladdin and the princess learned that the Sultan had suddenly died. Said Aladdin in tears to your bride. And since your father is gone, would you consider returning to your father's palace? We could rule the kingdom side by side. As a last goodbye to their life on the camel trail, the princess mixed two magical potions. One sent the gold and that she had earned selling potions flying back to the merchant she had met in the village. And with her second potion, in a cloud of smoke, a magic carpet appeared. And on this magic carpet, Aladdin and the princess flew back to the palace. Nadia was very pleased to see them. She gladly stepped down to serve again as lady in waiting to the princess. Having to settle disputes and make important royal decisions was not at all what she had in mind. And from then on, Aladdin and the princess ruled the kingdom wisely and well. They lived happily ever after, as many of you may have thought. The end. All right. Hey, I got all the way through that story and didn't even fall asleep. All right. That was the Daily Bread. I mean, that was the story time with TV Grandpa. And now we're going to turn over our page to the Daily Bread portion of the program. The Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be sponsored to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2024. The Bible with Briscoe 2024 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2024 will be Job 30 through 31 and Acts 13, 26 through 52. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2023 or 4 for your daily reading of the Bible. Grappling with God is today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program. And our scripture and insight will be Genesis 32, 22 through 33. I'm sorry, 22 through 32. Genesis 32, 22 through 32. Grappling with God. Jacob wrestles with God. Well, that night Jacob got up and he took his 2 wives and his 2 female servants and his 11 sons, and he crossed the ford of the Jabbok. And after he had sent them across the stream, he sent over all his possessions. And so Jacob was left alone. And a man wrestled with him till daybreak. And when the man saw that he could not overpower him, he touched the socket of Jacob's hip, and so that his hip was wrenched as he wrestled with the man. And then the man said, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob replied, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." Well, the man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome it." But Jacob said, "Please tell me your name." But he replied, "Why do you ask my name?" And then he blessed him right there. And so Jacob called the place Peniel, saying that it is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared. The sun rose above him, and he passed Peniel, and he was limping because of his hip. And therefore, to this day, the Israelites do not eat the tenderloin attached to the socket of the hip, because the socket of Jacob's hip was touched near that tendon. Okay, that was the daily bread portion of the program, which completes the Shen Show for today. Don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2024 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okie dokie. Hey, that's it. That's all. That's the Shen Show in a nutshell. Glad we could make it through the stories without falling asleep today. Throat just about bought it there on the last story there. So, anyway, that's it. That's all. I say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go, 'cause the throat said I must go. I, that's it. That's all. That's the Shen Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. This has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us again tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you will too. Bye bye. Love y'all. God bless you.